Christine talked to us a little while ago about, her decision to for sure leave Kody. Supposedly it doesn't affect us because we're not a part of their relationship, but that's bullcrap. It's so crazy to just sit there and watch this big bomb going off in my family.
We still have a family. I mean, it's still our family. Christine's just not in it.
Oh, I was a polygamist. It's all ego, baby.
It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Monday, April 17th, 2023, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a very busy couple weeks. The sister wives are, it's like the nonstop. There's a brand new season coming out in the fall, so we have to make sure to get as much hype going for the new season so people will still tune in, / let's make sure to keep things relevant, / oh my gosh, the family is blowing up, all the kids are speaking out, / Christine, / Kody, / it all, okay? So recently, Christine announced that she's engaged. There is so much speculation online about when this relationship started, if she's rushing it, and I still don't know, you guys. I can only go based off of her social media profile, which could be not true, obviously, which says, up until a week ago, it said that her relationship was formalized December 10th, 2022. Today, that same status now says they've been engaged since December 10th of 2022, though I think that part of it is wrong because as far as I know, she is telling outlets that they got engaged in April of 2023. So what I do know is that they're not married. And how do I know that? Because Christine and David, like recently, they closed on a brand new house and they're living together. And the pictures that she posted on her social media are from their balcony of their brand new home that was built in LEHI, Utah, that they purchased from a builder in a planned unit development that has all kinds of amenities, tons of options for families, and lots of different houses. So if they decide at some point this house is too big, they can downsize into something else and stay in the same neighborhood. I'm serious, y'all. So Christine and David are shacking up. They are transferring hormones. They are probably kissing, maybe even sharing the same bedroom. They're not married. Oh my God, you guys, living in sin. I don't know what to do. But that's the news. I broke the story on Saturday over on my Instagram. I got a ton of details about that. And later today, we'll have another video coming up about Janelle's response and Kody thinking all of this is staged for publicity. So Kody still isn't sure what to think about this entire situation with their fake wedding or their wedding, or he isn't buying into this whole relationship so far.
Man, just the knife in the kidneys over all these years. And the sacrifices that I made to love you. Wasted!
So far. So I'll have another video coming up later today on that. But this video is all about this brand new house that David and Christine have been living in. So let's dive into today's topic. Before we do, can you do me a big favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button down below. If you want to get notified of when I upload new content or go live, make sure to click on the bell. If you have something to say, leave a comment and make sure to share this video with your friends. So Saturday, Christine posted on her Instagram that she was looking for wedding vendors. And the post that she posted on her Instagram was all about how she was super excited. She was planning this brand new wedding and she was asking for local vendors that do weddings to reach out to her. All right, so the post on Instagram says, "We don't always get second chances in life. I'm blessed to have found mine. To have found my happily ever after, it's time to plan a wedding. I'm asking for any Utah locals for help. Our wedding cake, flowers, more, and most importantly, my wedding dress. Please reach out to DM me your info if you're a Utah local designer, artist, or owner and can help me with my wedding. David Woolley is so excited to plan this blessed day with me by my side." So she is looking for vendors in Utah to help her plan this wedding. Seems a little strange. She's from the area, so she probably knows where a lot of these people are. But some fans were like, is she asking for freebies, or is she going to pay these people? Is this going to be filmed? Now, something that we're hearing, according to The Sun, is that this engagement was a couple weeks ago and it was filmed for the show. Apparently, it was very low key and they got engaged like at home, apparently, or it wasn't a super big deal. David is not a super over the top kind of guy. So now she's planning the wedding and she's in full wedding mode and she's wearing a white shirt. So she's like a pure bride for David. It's so cute. But it was that post that I put up that led me down this rabbit hole of going into the Utah court, going into the like LEHI area records, because that's where David lives, down in Harriman. And I noticed that Christine Brown and David purchased a brand new house in March. So according to records, on March 15th, 2023, she and David both closed on a new home. It's in LEHI, Utah. It is over 4,200 square feet. They closed on the home as David being a single man and Christine being a single woman. Her name on the deed or title is Christine Brown, and his is obviously David Woolley. I don't know if she's planning to change her name or not. She might just keep Brown because it's like what people know her for, or she might take David's name and then use Brown publicly still. I'm not sure. I think it would be really good for her to separate from the Brown name, but maybe it might be hard because people know her as Brown. It's kind of like how the Duggar daughters have all gotten married, but people still refer to them as like Ginger Duggar or Jessa Duggar, because listen, like that's how people know them and not everyone knows their married name, so it's an easier way to identify them. So I don't know what she's going to do with her name. But anyways, this property is located in a planned unit development. The home is built by this massive national builder, D.R. Horton. The development is absolutely gorgeous. And it has 4,200 square feet. It has 2 stories. It has a full walkout basement that is not yet finished. So they could add considerable amount of square footage if they decide to finish their basement. And David happens to be a pretty handy guy. So I went onto the builder's website. This home is beautiful. The purchase price was $769,000. And they plunked down over $200,000 for a down payment, and they got a mortgage for $559,000, and they are set for 30 years. And so, yeah, big mortgage, but I'm sure with the success she's had on the show and David's construction company that hopefully they'll be able to pay this off faster. Either way, the home is phenomenal. Now, what I thought was super interesting though is that there's been a lot of speculation that her and David have had this ongoing relationship for a very long time. Well, I'm not sure that they've been official items, because in March of 2022, David happened to buy a brand new house of his own. Not necessarily brand new to him, but brand new construction, but new to him. He purchased the home in March 2022, I think March 28th. At the time he bought this home, he got a mortgage on that, and it's a much smaller home than the current home that he and Christina bought together. It's about 1,400 square feet on the main level. I don't know if he's finished the basement. It's a single story. The home is relatively modest. It's in Harriman, Utah, not far from LEHI. So when he purchased this home, it was like less than a year later, he buys a house with Christine. So I would venture to say that the seriousness of this relationship was not going on last spring. So I'm sure that this relationship got sped up in the last year. I don't know when. Everyone's going to debate this online. But anyways, the home that they've just purchased in LEHI, it has 4 bedrooms. I think it's like 3 baths, 2 full baths. I think there's like a half bath, and I think there's like a 3/4 bath. There's 4 bedrooms. They're all upstairs. The main bedroom is like, I think 16 by 13. The other 3 bedrooms, it's kind of interesting how they all separated up on the layout, but the main bedroom, the big one, is sort of in its own little area. And then there's on one side of the upstairs, and then the other side is where the other bedrooms are. And then there's 3 separate bedrooms on the other side of the upstairs. And then there's this humongous like bonus space that they can probably use like as a loft or as like a place for like living, like an upstairs living room. Lots of people use the lofts. I know when we were building, we did not do the upstairs loft because we were like, we will never use it. But I think for her and the big family that they have, it'll be perfect. And then, so the main level is absolutely gorgeous. Gourmet kitchen, white countertops. I'm sure they're like some sort of stone, white cabinets, double oven for her. You know, the girl loves to cook. Lots of space in the living room with a white mantle. And there is not a lot of property here. It's only on 0.2 acres. So it's a big house on a small lot, but that's okay. That's how these planned units are. It's nice because that means there's not a lot of upkeep that they have to do. Smaller lots leaves less maintenance, less lawn mowing, all that stuff. So some people, once they get a little bit older, don't want to deal with all the property. So she and David are going to have super nice house. This area is totally under construction, so there's new houses being built all the time. And as far as all the different plans that are offered by the builder, the house that she and David have bought is literally the largest plan that they have for this entire units, this community. So her house would be one of the bigger homes in the community. There's smaller homes, there's townhomes, and there's like duplexes in the same community. So it's a beautiful space. They also have a office that's right off the front, and they can again fill out, like they can completely, if they want to, add more bedrooms downstairs. They can also do a full like living room or game room down in the basement. David is super handy, so they might end up getting like, this could end up being like an it could end up being theoretically like a 5,000, 6,000 square foot home. So knowing this, when they happened to close on this, they were living in the same house. So when they closed, they were using the same joint address as David's home that he had bought back in March of 2022. So I'm not sure how long they had been living together, but when they closed on the house, she and David were living together at his house in LEHI, in Harriman, and she was no longer living in the duplex. So they have been living together at least since March, probably longer, and they are like living in sin, y'all. Living in sin. So this living in sin. So this house is absolutely gorgeous. She has not been online very much lately, and she has not been spending a lot of time on her LuLaRoe pages. And it could be, y'all, because she's literally moving her whole life into this brand new house. I mean, they've got to design everything. They've got things decorated. Now she's got to do her wedding. Girl has lots to do. Now, a lot of people are wondering what this means for her religion, because people are like, I can't believe she might live with someone outside of marriage. Christina said repeatedly that she does not ascribe to Mormonism. She does not ascribe to any level of Mormonism, whether it's the fundamentalism or whether it is the like LDS church. So her idea of living in sin, or the idea of living in sin, does not apply to her because she does not go to the church. I'm not sure where David stands. He used to be in the LDS church. Who knows if he still attends the church? There are so many people in Utah that have left the LDS church that are still listed as LDS members, but don't go and don't ascribe to it. So there's a lot of like LDS people that are not LDS. Like they're only LDS culturally, I guess, if that should mean anything. So if you're worried like she's not following her faith, I don't think there's a faith for her to follow. And frankly, she's 50 years old. We already know she's not a virgin, and who cares if they live together before marriage? She's got a lot of really exciting things. What I love about the house is that it's super open, that there's a lot of space for her kids. And I just want to remind people, they have 14 kids combined. David is a father of 8. and he has grandchildren. There is a lot of kids in this family, and Christine has 6 of her own, and then she's got 6 from Janelle that are all involved with her. So between the 2 of them, there are 20 kids that could be coming and visiting at any one time if they do holidays there. If, say, Janelle were to decide to move to Utah, they could have big gatherings there. And one of the big things when they have big families is you need to have space. So, Christine and David, brand new house. When do you think they actually got together? I'm still trying to figure this out. I think it was before December, but I don't think it was before March of 2022. So it's in that window that I think they got together. Could it have been like in the fall, in the summer, in December? We'll probably never know, and TLC controls these contracts, so y'all, we're out of luck. But what are your thoughts about her brand new house? Are you shocked that she's living in sin and shacking up, or are you all like, go girl, get it? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Bye guys.